But our top story tonight, and as always this week, it's come from Chennai. Jayalalitha's memorial at Chennai's Marina Beach, the new political pit stop for all the main characters in Tamil Nadu's political thriller. On a day when the Chief Minister Palaniswamy was sworn in, he went to Jaya's memorial almost straight after being sworn in, even as O.Panneerselvam has gone on a dharna at the site, claiming that he will continue to fight and not allow Sasikala's family to take over the party. Well, the fact is that Sasikala may have surrendered in prison in the 6 crore DA case, but she appears to be still very much in charge of Tamil Nadu politics. Today, her man, Palaniswamy, the strong man of Salem, was sworn in as Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister. The governor invited him after Palaniswamy claimed he had the support of a majority of MLAs. The question is, will Sasikala be able to run Tamil Nadu from a prison cell in Karnataka?
Palaniswamy என்னும் நான் சட்டப்படி அமைக்கப்பட்ட இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பின்பால்
Edapadi K. Palaniswamy takes the reins of one of India's most prosperous states, Tamil Nadu. But the government strings will be pulled from Bengaluru. Parapana Agrahara jail, where Sasikala Natarajan is serving a 4-year jail term in a corruption case. Remote control governance is not new to Tamil Nadu or India for that matter. In the past, whenever Jayalalithaa was in prison, O.Panneerselvam governed the state with her photo placed on the chair. Though Palaniswamy is a powerful leader in his own right, it is unlikely he will stand up to Chinnamma. For one, Sasikala will be keeping the new chief minister on a tight leash. She has already reinducted her nephew, TTV Dinakaran, as the Deputy General Secretary, the second most powerful post in the party. She will have total control over AIADMK and the MLAs. Though many wonder if Palaniswamy will be as loyal to Sasikala as Panneerselvam was to Jayalalithaa, EPS would have learnt a few lessons from the current crisis. For more than a decade, Sasikala has been instrumental in ticket distribution even when Jayalalithaa was in power. Most of the MLAs were handpicked by Sasikala, and so the chances of them siding with Palaniswamy are very slim. Though MLAs are firmly with Sasikala, there are murmurs among the cadre over the comeback of Dinakaran and other Mannargudi family members who were sacked and evicted from Poyas Garden by Jayalalithaa. Something that provoked a few leaders to jump ship and join OPS.
We have faith that the MLAs will vote for Amma's people rather than some families' people.
TTV Dinakaran was thrown out in 2011, was convicted by the Enforcement Directorate, that was confirmed by the High Court, had to pay a fine. I think so it's come out, and this party is being converted into a personal or family fiefdom.
The Tamil Nadu pot boiler that had the entire country in a spell has come to an end. A sequel to the thriller depends on how effectively Sasikala remote controls the state government from her prison cell. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Sasikala is known not just as late Jayalalitha's close aide, but Chinnamma has also hogged the headlines in recent times for alleged vast business empire. What really is this empire, and how does her extended family control it? Let's tell you about the Mannargudi family and why that family and Sasikala has remained under the scanner.
Sasikala taking vows at Jaya's grave before leaving for jail on Wednesday. The disproportionate assets case hitting her political career at a time when she was about to become the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Sasikala's journey began from Mannargudi in Tamil Nadu's Thiruvarur district. Mannargudi is home to a powerful clique of Sasikala's extended family, in the spotlight for wielding enormous political and economic clout. But her native Mannargudi keeps mum about the family. They say they do not want trouble for saying anything, neither good nor bad.
அங்கே ஒரு திருத்துறைப்பூண்டி மக்கள்கிட்ட ஒரு செல்வாக்கோடு இருந்தவங்க தான். இப்படி சாதாரண குடும்பம் கிடையாது, ஒரு செல்வாக்கான குடும்பத்தில் இருந்தவங்க, ஒரு பாரம்பரியமான குடும்பத்தில் உள்ளவங்க தான். நிலமெல்லாம் அங்கே மணலிங்கிற கிராமத்தில் லேண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருந்துச்சு. ஆரம்ப காலத்துலேயே நல்ல வசதி உள்ளவங்க தான்.
Palaniswamy.
As Sasikala's proxy Palaniswamy has been anointed as the new chief minister, we show you how the vast network of Sasikala's Manargudi clan. Sasikala, her family of 4 brothers, a sister and their spouses, have business interests spread across sectors. Papers accessed by India Today show Sasikala is the owner of Chennai's fancy jazz cinemas. With a shareholding of 9.9 crore rupees in January 2015, she also reportedly had a stake in Mavis Satcom, a Chennai-based media company that runs Jaya TV. On the board of Mavis Satcom is Sivakumar Prabha, daughter of Sasikala's elder brother. Turning to Tamil Nadu's liquor industry now, Midas Golden Distilleries is the cash cow for the Manargudi family, recording an annual revenue of up to 133 crore rupees. Sasikala's Jazz Cinemas, formerly Hot Wheels, is a partner in this spirit-making company. Midas is also one of the top suppliers for Tasmac, the state's wholesale distributor of liquor. For more than 12 years now, Sivakumar, the son-in-law of Sasikala's elder brother, has been one of its directors. In the financial sector, Sri Jaya Finance and Investments is majorly controlled by Sasikala's sister-in-law, J. Ilavarasi. This company apparently acts as a back-end firm for Sasikala's Jazz Cinemas and Midas Distilleries. Critics say Sasikala might remote control the state government from jail, and there's a serious possibility of policy decisions that may benefit the family business. With Akshay Nath, T.S. Sudhir and Revati Rajivan, Bureau Report, India Today.
For the big questions. Will Sasikala Natarajan run Tamil Nadu from jail? That's the first big question I want to pose. Will Sasikala Natarajan run Tamil Nadu now from jail? Will Palaniswamy be only a proxy chief minister? Are the Manargudi days back in Tamil Nadu when Sasikala and her family were accused of amassing disproportionate wealth? Are the AIDMK cadres truly happy with Dinakaran, the controversial nephew of Sasikala, his return? Battle lost. What will be Mr. Panneerselvam's next move is also what we will ask. Joining me now, Thiru A. Navneet Krishnan. He is the MP Rajya Sabha of the AIDMK and a Sasikala loyalist and senior advocate. Satyam Sundarajan, former Joint Secretary AIDMK of the IT wing and someone who was part of the O.Panneerselvam camp. Narayan Lakshman, senior deputy editor at The Hindu. M.G. Devasayam, former IAS officer and a social activist. Chandra Mohan, social and anti-corruption activist. I want to also get today Chennai's civil society to react to what they've seen happening today. But I want to ask you straight, Mr. Navneet Krishnan, as a Sasikala loyalist, as a Rajya Sabha MP of the AIDMK, will she run the government? Is she actually going to run the government sitting in a jail in Karnataka, sir?
Sir, the entire ADMK is solidly behind Honorable Chinnamma. Chinnamma has taken the vow yesterday that she would protect ADMK from evil forces. Within 24 hours of taking the oath, she has brought the Amma's rule. Now, Edappadi Palaniswamy became the Chief Minister because of the good efforts taken by Honorable Chinnamma. And another thing, the Honorable Chinnamma has rightly appointed.
Sir, I'll come to you. You seem to be believing that Chinnamma, I want an answer to that simple question. Is Chinnamma going to run Tamil Nadu by remote control? Or is her family going to run it? Or is Mr. Palaniswamy going to be allowed to run Tamil Nadu the way he wants?
Chinnamma will be definitely
Yes.
is having the full majority support because you understand that
Going to
all
run the government.
MLAs
Mr. Navneet Krishnan, please answer my question.
And they have chosen.
Who is going to run
yes.
the government, sir? Is Sasikala Natarajan from jail going to run this government? Or will Mr. Palaniswamy decide who is the cabinet minister, what decisions are to be taken?
Amma. No. Sir, Honorable Amma, Puratchi Thalavi Amma has laid down a good pathway and he has been implementing good welfare measures to the people of Tamil Nadu. In the same way, Honorable Amma was ruling the Tamil Nadu state. This rule will be continued to be headed by Mr. Palaniswamy.
Okay.
And the government will be advised by Honorable Chinnamma.
Government will be advised by Honorable
doubt about
Chinnamma. Okay, let me get in views from civil society to what they are hearing. The government will be advised by
Wherever
Chinnamma.
it is
Just a minute,
necessary.
sir. Just a minute. Chandramohan, you are a social anti-corruption activist. You've been involved in anti-corruption campaigns. Today, when you see that Chinnamma, someone who's convicted, will continue to advise the government that her nephew TTV Dinakaran, who's been accused in several has money laundering charges against him, do you believe that this will provide Tamil Nadu with the government they need in terms of corruption, or do you fear the worst?
Just no, we fear the worst. I mean, Tamil Nadu is in such bad shape, and what Mr. Navadhan Krishnan just now said is shocking me. A convict is going to run the state in proxy is what he has admitted on live television to the entire country, and that is quite shocking. And then what's the point in actually sending them to jail, right? So if your question is she going to run? Unfortunately, that seems to be the case, and the party man has already said yes to it. I don't have to add to it. But that kind of depravity is what hurts us. You know, we feel utterly ashamed that this is the state in which our country's, our state's politics is. Might I remind the Honorable Mr. Navadhan Krishnan that he is not here to do what Chinnamma says. He is here to do what the people of Tamil Nadu here says. We are the ones who voted you into power, sir. So your allegiance should lie with the people of the state, not with your Chinnamma, who is a convict, by the way. You know, the Supreme Court has sent her to the jail. So her place is in jail, not in the governance of Tamil Nadu. Please keep that in mind, sir.
Sir?
Yes, Mr. Navadhan Krishnan, quick response.
Sir, one thing, sir. No. One opportunity you must give.
Yes.
Sir, the Amma's rule will be continued, headed by Mr. K. Palaniswamy. The Amma's welfare measures will be implemented only in case of any need. Because if there is any deviation, because we are all followers of Honorable Amma.
Sir, I'm sorry to intervene. The fact is both Amma and Chinnamma, in a sense, have found themselves on the wrong side of the law in the disproportionate assets case. So I appreciate the welfare measures. No one denies the welfare measures that Amma took. But along with that, there is the stench of corruption also, and the worry is that the new chief minister will take instruction from someone who is convicted in jail. M.G. Devasayam, as a former IAS officer and one of the most credible voices in Chennai, how do you respond to what you are hearing from Navneet Krishnan? Just a minute, sir.
Please, 1 minute. Minister will not take instructions. But no. Minister will not take instructions.
But he'll take...
Only in case of any need, she
will advise him. Mr. Devasayam?
What need are you talking about? If there is a need, there are the chief minister to handle, there is other MLAs to handle. There is no need for a convict who has been convicted by the Supreme Court to run the state, Mr. Navadhan Krishnan. Please understand that. If there is a need, you MLAs and MPs have to sit and decide about the state of this country, or the state of Tamil Nadu and its people, and its welfare. Okay, not a convict.
Please get that in your mind. Just a minute. Let me bring in my M.G. Devasayam, who is a former IAS officer and social activist. Mr. Devasayam, you are hearing what is being said by Navneet Krishnan. He is being very open. He is saying the chief minister will run the state but will be advised by Chinnamma. Now, Chinnamma, all said and done, is convicted, but she has the support of a majority of MLAs, which is why Mr. Palaniswamy was sworn in today. Just a minute, sir. Sir, I have to, sir, please, let me ask Mr. Devasayam.
Just a minute.
Mr. Devasayam, please respond.
I heard Mr. Navneet Krishnan.
Yes.
I was aghast, but I am no longer aghast because this is the culture of the ADMK party. Mr. Navneet Krishnan was a distinguished Advocate General of Tamil Nadu and presently a Rajya Sabha member, an eminent citizen of Tamil Nadu, and you should know the structure of the government. The government, the cabinet, council of ministers headed by the chief minister, and chief minister takes advice only from the council of ministers. As far as policy inputs and other things are concerned, that comes from the civil servants. We've got a very distinguished band of civil servants, both in the IAS, starting with the Chief Secretary. That is how a government runs. Party has no role to play as far as government is concerned. Party has to look after the welfare of the MLAs, their discipline and various other things. Mr. Navanitha Krishnan doesn't seem to have understood the basic. What has been doing as Advocate General of the state. These are the basics in governance in this country. We are a democracy. We are not a monarchy or oligopoly.
Sir, we may not be a monarchy or oligopoly, but the events of Tamil Nadu in the last 12 days suggest that there is something seriously wrong with our democracy. If the manner in which this entire incident has played out, yes, the MLAs support Mr. Palaniswamy and through him Sasikala, but if someone who's convicted in a Bengaluru jail is going to run the state from the jail, there are serious questions. Narayan Lakshman, am I exaggerating it a bit? You're the senior deputy editor of The Hindu. Am I exaggerating the situation by saying that Sasikala will remote control it? The others would, there could be the argument that that's exactly what Jayalalithaa did when she was convicted and sent to jail. How do you respond?
Certainly, Rajdeep, I think it is a highly disturbing trend if it does take hold and if it does happen. If we do find the regular trickle of ministers or other government functionaries having to either speak to Mr. TTV Dinakaran, who is Sasikala's nephew, or in some bizarre twist of fate even go to Bangalore and get instructions on what to do on specific policy matters, that would be an absolute subversion of democratic principle and process and constitutional values, and it should be clamped down upon by the judiciary or whichever relevant authority with an iron fist. Now, having said that, let me just add a footnote, which is to say that what you're witnessing here is the dark side of the Dravidian movement, which started many, many decades ago and which has brought these certain kinds of parties to power. Now, these are parties which are built either around tight organizational discipline or they're built around personality cults of leaders. And this is the case of the latter. So when you have a personality cult of the kind of magnitude of Jayalalithaa, which no one has seen, you are going to, this is the reason why when she was in Apollo, they were not even willing to convey to her own supporters how direly ill she was, because she is like a god and a god cannot be sick. Similarly, the legacy of Amma now lives on. They will never let, even, it doesn't matter what the disproportionate
are you saying Sasikala is also now
Amma's
a god?
legacy is the glue that will bind.
Are you saying Sasikala has also acquired this divine-like status, which is why Mr. Palaniswamy can be appointed?
God, maybe. She may be seen as the vehicle of God in some way. And yes, because of the distaste associated with the Manargudi clan, there is a sense of you cannot take that too far. But there are these, this is just the other side, the dark side of the Dravidian movement and the politics of Tamil Nadu as they stand today.
Can I bring in Mr. Navanitha Krishnan again for a moment? Mr. Navanitha Krishnan, before I go to Panneerselvam supporters, I just want to ask you this. Are ministers going to go to the jail? No, just a minute. Are ministers from your government going to travel to Bengaluru to visit Sasikala in jail and take instructions or at least constantly speak to her about policy decisions? I want a clear answer. Are they going to take instructions from Mr. or is Mr. Dinakaran, her nephew, going to play that role?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, one minute, I want to make it very clear.
Yes.
Sir, they are not going to get any instructions from Chinnamma. Please make it, I want to make it very clear.
Okay.
The instructions will not be given by Chinnamma. And ministers will not take instructions from Chinnamma.
So what will Chinnamma's role be? What is Chinnamma's role then?
Chinnamma.
What is Chinnamma's role, sir?
No. Each and every one. One minute, sir. Each and every cadre of our party is supporting Chinnamma because my view is that the government may be advised by anybody on earth. Nothing wrong in it. In case of any need. Only in that sense I conveyed it.
Okay.
So I should not be misunderstood.
I'm not misunderstanding you. I'm not misunderstanding you, but it is clear that Sasikala will play a major role in this government of Palaniswamy. Mr. Satyam Sundararajan, you're the former Joint Secretary AIDMK IT Wing. You've been removed in a sense because you are close to the Panneerselvam camp. Is it game, set and match now to Sasikala and Palaniswamy? Do you finally today concede defeat?
No, it's just the beginning, Rajdeep. Thank you so much for calling me here. Let me start with a lighter note. EPS will never be able to smile again because he never knows whom he smiles at will cost his job now. What happening today is totally undemocratic. That is what we are fighting for. To answer your topic today, will Sasikala rule remotely? It is not only Sasikala, the entire faction of Mannargudi family, who they are, positioned in each and every corners. Even the CM today, who is seen as a shadow of her, is going to run this as a family business.
So you believe that this will be a family business, but do you concede defeat? Do you concede that Mr. Palaniswamy was a media star, was seen more in the media, but the numbers were with Sasikala?
The verdict lies in the hands of the people who had voted to power. The verdict doesn't lie with one single person here.
Elections are only in 2021.
Not necessarily the elections. The feeler of the public at large says so here. Today we are getting calls from nooks and corners, even the party cadres. To give you just a small data, 13,770 party cadres are there, apart from the members, out of which 70% has come and met OPS Anna personally and extended their support. Just because that 124 MLAs and majority are not able to decide at this juncture because they are kept in hibernation for about 8 days, the things are turning in their tide today.
Okay.
So it's certainly not a defeat today. It's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. Chandramohan, do you believe that this is just the beginning, or do you believe that Tamil Nadu is condemned in a way to living is caught between a rock and a hard place? The fact is, even Palaniswamy, I am told there are serious allegations against some of his family members. There are links he's being accused of having links with the sand mafia of Tamil Nadu. Do you believe nothing will change? A chief minister has been appointed today, but Tamil Nadu's politics, the corruption angle will not change. Yes, there will be welfare measures, but the corruption will never change.
I'm glad you brought that point up, Rajdeep, because Edapadi Palaniswamy has a close link with Shekhar Reddy. And as you know, Shekhar Reddy was arrested by CBI for the sand mafia case. And about 174 crores was found in his home, and about 27 kilogram gold was recovered from it. And people are saying that those money belong to some people who are really, powerful in the government.
Right.
Now, if you really look into it, the Shekhar.
Okay, I'm having a problem.
You need to take a look at it. It's called Sri Balaji Tollways Madurai Limited, Private Limited.
Right.
Of which in that company there are 3 directors, and one of the director is Subramaniam Palaniswamy. And who is Subramaniam Palaniswamy? He is nobody there other than that of Edapadi Palaniswamy's son's father-in-law. So now that's the link that comes over there. And also, just right now, after the demonetization move happened, about 5.7 crores of new money, 2,000 rupees notes illegally, was found at the home of one Mr. Chandrakant Ramalingam. And who is Chandrakant Ramalingam? He is the co-brother of Edapadi Palaniswamy's son. Now, so if you keep digging, and that's what you keep doing, in Arapuriyakam, that's what we do. We dig all these truth out. Because the people need to know that no matter who comes, the corruption continues. ADMK, DMK, it doesn't matter. The corruption keeps continuing.
The corruption will continue,
business,
Mr. Devasayam. I don't want to. At the moment, you've leveled various charges against individual Chandramohan. I will not. I don't want on this program to be sued for defamation tomorrow. So we will investigate what you are saying. But MG Devasayam, do you also agree that Tamil Nadu at the end of the day is caught between a rock and a hard place? That this certain culture which has been built into the state of a certain corruption in its politics is not going to change. If anything, the appointment of Mr. Palaniswamy only confirms that you have extra constitutional authorities like Sasikala today who can run the state.
Rajdeep, I am an incorrigible optimist. I am looking at the whole scenario. The last 5 months, a blockbuster tragic comedy is being played out in Tamil Nadu, but I am looking at it from a positive angle. This may be the beginning of the end of these people who have been destroying Tamil Nadu in the last several decades. Now, you have been closely watching what happened a couple of weeks ago during the Jallikattu agitation, how young people came out, how they showed their courage and strength, and how they were oppressed. But they are not just sitting quiet. They are just waiting and watching. There is a scope for a huge movement starting in Tamil Nadu, let me tell you. Background work is going on, but this kind of nonsense that is being played out in the public space, total destruction of democracy. Now, let me make one point very clear. They are talking about taking the confidence of the House. Now, do they have the confidence of their own cadre? They don't have the confidence of the people, that much I know. 90% of the people, they have no confidence in this government.
How do you know that,
they
sir?
may have confidence of
So how do you know that 90% of the
is,
people, let's be honest, if there's an election held tomorrow, are you saying Sasikala and her nominees will be defeated?
They will be wiped out.
They'll be wiped out.
They will be wiped out. We have the pulse of the people. That's why they are grabbing power. That's why they are grabbing power. They have 4 years left. They won the election by hook or by crook last time. They have 4 more years to go. They can't let that go. So my point is, they will stick together. They will come back together. I have a feeling Mr. Panneerselvam also will come back together. They can't waste next 4 years because they may never be able to come back to power in Tamil Nadu ever again.
Okay, you're being optimistic and you believe that this is a cleansing process. Narayan Lakshman, when you look at the floor test numbers, looking ahead to Saturday, do you believe that all the MLAs at the end of the day just want to survive for the next 4.5 years? Nobody wants to give up the MLA-ship so soon, and that is what Palaniswamy and indeed to some extent Sasikala, who may have even funded, we are told, many of these MLAs, is banking on. That Sasikala funded many of the MLAs in that 2016 campaign, and today those MLAs don't want to lose 4.5 years of remaining MLAs, which is why it is almost, as I said earlier, game, set and match to Mr. Palaniswamy. Narayan?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that is a very strong incentive for every one of those. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I do think it's an incentive for one of those, all of those 124 MLAs to remain within the fold, to remain firmly backing Mr. Palaniswamy, no matter what, incentives or anything is given, move over to the other side. Now, the point is that this government, once it is sworn in, will have a time to kind of prove its credentials through policy and through resource allocation. And that is the only way that they have to move public opinion, which is firmly against them. I don't know about the 90% figure that someone just threw out, but you could see from the very, very harsh social media criticism and man on the street criticism of the Mannargudi clan, of Chinnamma as they called her, that there is a very strong wave of antipathy towards them right now. But because of that, and because they have a number of internal party issues to sort out, they will hold on. They will definitely hold on, and they will really try and survive this floor test. That is the inflection point.
So the first test is, of course, surviving the floor test at all costs. And clearly at the moment, round 1 in this long battle has gone, or round 5 should we say, in this battle has gone to Sasikala Natarajan and her proxy candidate, Mr. Palaniswamy. Let me take a break. When I come back, we will tell you what is Sasikala actually up to in that Bengaluru jail. Can she remote control Tamil Nadu from Karnataka? We'll be telling you what exactly Sasikala is up to. Back in a moment. Welcome back. On a day when Chennai finally has a chief minister, Tamil Nadu has a chief minister, E. Palaniswamy, we are asking the big question, will the government be remote controlled by Sasikala from jail? Because Sasikala, or Chinnamma as she is now called, is in the Bangalore Central Jail. The comfort she enjoyed the last time when she accompanied Jayalalithaa to prison are missing this time. In place is the stark reality of spending a little less than 4 years as a normal prisoner.
A little before 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening, a convicted Sasikala returned to Bengaluru Central Jail. But unlike 2014, there was no Jayalalithaa to pave a smooth path for her. All demands by Sasikala for VVIP treatment in jail was struck down by the court. She won't get home-cooked food, just regular prison chapatis, dal and rice. She won't get a special Western-style toilet seat and will have to use the common barrack facilities. She won't get 24 hours hot water, just the regular water supply in bathrooms. And she won't get mineral water to drink. Sasikala was signed into the jail a little after 6 p.m. and issued a prisoner ID, number 9435. She underwent the required medical test and was given 3 standard issue saris. The unskilled Sasikala has been given the task of making incense sticks and will be paid 50 rupees a day for her labor. What comes as a comfort though is that she will share her 10-foot by 8-foot cell with co-accused Jayalalithaa. There is no cot in the cell and the 2 inmates have been issued a straw mattress, a blanket and a pillow each. Last night Sasikala had a meal of ragi balls, chapati, rice and dal. This morning Sasikala meditated for about 10 minutes before having a breakfast comprising a rice preparation.
Now there could be some relief for Sasikala, though sources tell India Today that she might be given a cot, a television and also a helper. But all this depends on her security and health condition. But this is in stark contrast to the type of treatment she received right here at the prison almost 2.5 years ago.
With Nolan Pinto in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
Prisoner number 9435. I want to get final comments. Mr. Navneet Krishnan, you say you have been misunderstood. MP Rajya Sabha, former Advocate General, you say you've been misunderstood when you said on this program that Sasikala will continue to advise the government. But my question is, what is the message being sent out, sir? Today, when you even say that she will continue to advise the government, the message somewhere that will be sent out is Chinnamma is keen through her nephew TTV Dinakaran of controlling Palaniswamy. He will not be allowed to be his own man.
Sir, these are all incorrect statements, sir. I deny it. Because Honorable Chinnamma is having the support of General Public of Tamil Nadu and each and every cadre of ADMK. Chinnamma will not interfere in the administration of the government. And what I said was...
Okay, she will not interfere. We're having a problem with your line. She will not interfere. Chandramohan, should we give Mr. Palaniswamy a fair chance? You say that he too has serious corruption charges against his family members. But do you believe as an anti-corruption activist that we should at least give Mr. Palaniswamy 6 months, maybe a year, to prove whether he can run Tamil Nadu, provided good governance? Let's be honest, civil society in Tamil Nadu is vibrant and many of Jayalalitha's welfare schemes were very, very successful. So there is the disproportionate assets and the corruption angle, but there's also been a lot of progress in Tamil Nadu.
Whether we like it or not, right now Mr. Palaniswamy is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. We have to follow the constitution, and what they did, hijacking all the MLAs, is that depravity insulted the entire Tamil Nadu, and the whole world, has seen us. And the youngsters, the youth of Tamil Nadu are watching all this drama, the circus that is going on. And we are angry, we are upset. You want us to give him time to prove himself. He had time. 4 times he has become the MLA and he has been a minister. And what he has proven is that he is as corrupt as the next person. So if you're asking me as a civil society member, should we give him time as the chief minister, the corruption is just going to increase, that's it. But right now, as per the constitution, he's been put as the chief minister and he has to prove his test mettle in the assembly. Let's wait and watch. But what we as a civil society are telling him is, we are watching you. The people of Tamil Nadu are watching you. And your will not be done if you do not listen to what the people say. So you better listen to us, you better listen to the people of Tamil Nadu and do your job right.
Mr. Devasayam, do you believe that the voice of the people will be heard? You've told me on this program you believe the voice of the people will be heard. The Sasikalas and others will not be able to get away with, in any way, performing an extra constitutional role. You believe that this is the beginning of the end?
There is a resurgence among the youth in Tamil Nadu, which is a very, very heartwarming for senior people like us. Now, as far as Edapati Palaniswamy is concerned, he is elected as a leader of the house, he is the chief minister, and he is going to seek confirmation day after tomorrow. When he gets his confirmation, we have to give him some time. But the question is, will he function as a democratic leader or as part of a dynastic subservient? The question is, Mr. Panneerselvam has not done credit to himself by behaving in a manner which is not in the tradition of democracy.
Okay.
But the question is, what we are worried about is the AADMK, the way. Let me just finish it. After the Supreme Court judgment has come very clearly convicting Jayalalithaa and Sasikala, they are still hailing them as the saviors, which is totally wrong. It is bringing a lot of humiliation to the Tamil community.
I'm going to leave it there,
the
sir.
world. A person clearly convicted by the Supreme Court, so they have to follow some democratic norms, otherwise civil society will assert itself.
Okay, you believe the time has come for extra constitutional authorities to worry about public sentiment, to worry about public anger. The public will not allow them to get away by running Tamil Nadu as their personal fiefdom. Well, we will see whether times have changed. Will Sasikala control EPS like Jayalalithaa was accused of controlling OPS? Has the time come now for the politics of Tamil Nadu to be cleansed? That's the question that we will continue to raise. Let me leave it there today. I want to take a break because coming up next, I'm shifting attention from Tamil Nadu to Uttar Pradesh. My special series, Elections on My Plate, takes me to Lucknow. You don't want to miss that. Plenty of food for thought, I promise you. The battle for Lucknow is gathering momentum. We'll come back with that when we return.